Number 32 reads, the main purpose of this passage is to blank. And every time I see that word purpose, I know this is a purpose question. And what these questions are our why questions. Why does the author do something that he or she does? For a purpose question, we need to consider the main idea. We need to understand what is happening before we can say why something is happening. And one of the best things we can do here is to be the author. So put yourself in the shoes of the author. What would you do if you were the author, and why would you write certain things? So if we're going to put ourselves in the shoes of the author, we want to consider the introduction and the conclusion for the main idea, because that's typically where it's going to happen. Also, whenever we see these italicized portions, we really want to take note of it, because especially here, it gives us very useful information. Here, Wolf considers the situation of women in English society. So already off the bat, we know it's something about women's rights. So it's not the value of a tradition. And it's probably not the questioning the feasibility of an undertaking. So it's either to stress the urgency of women's rights, or it's to highlight the severity of this division. So let's go ahead and take a look at the passage. There's a few places that really tip you off here. One is at line 48. They're very important questions, and we have very little time in which to answer them. It kind of stresses that urgency. If we look at a few more places, we can kind of tell that that is what's happening. In the intro, it says, but not now. Now we are pressed for time. So again, it's the urgency right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick letter choice B. If you read the whole passage, you see that Wolf isn't actually, she's highlighting that there are differences, but she's more calling women to action. So that's more the urgency of the issue. So that's going to be letter choice B.